Welcome to the Morning English Podcast. Listen, learn, and speak English daily.
You know that feeling when you catch yourself just rushing through the day?
Oh, yes, just running from one thing to the next.
Right. Your mind is in a dozen different places and you feel stressed. And then finally you sit down.
Yes, you finally stop moving.
You take just 1 minute. Maybe you were holding a warm cup of coffee or tea in your hands.
Oh, that is the best feeling.
It really is. You finally take a real deep breath. And, in that one quiet minute, it feels like you're finally coming back to yourself.
It is such a real change in your body. The noise just, it stops. You sit there and realize you have been so busy all day. You have just been giving your energy to everyone else.
Exactly. And if you are listening to us right now, maybe you need exactly that feeling today. A return to yourself.
I think we all need that sometimes. It is so easy to forget.
It is. So welcome to the Morning English Podcast. I am so glad you are here with us today.
Yes, welcome everyone. Take a deep breath. You are in a safe place, and we are going to practice some easy, useful English together.
Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more easy English lessons. Today, our mission is to talk about a very important topic.
A very beautiful topic, really. We are talking about how to learn to love yourself more than anyone else.
Right. But we are not just talking about taking a nice bath or sleeping in. We are talking about real respect for yourself.
Yeah, real habits. Because, we all know we should love ourselves, but it is very hard to actually do it in real life.
Oh, it is incredibly hard. Like, how do you handle a stressful message from work? Or how do you talk to yourself when you make a mistake?
It is exactly what we will practice today. We will learn how to be truly kind to ourselves in very simple ways.
So let's start with the first big idea. This is something I think about a lot. The way you treat yourself teaches other people how to treat you.
Yes, that is a powerful rule. It is like you have an inner value, an inner price tag.
An inner price tag. I like that. But we don't mean money, right?
Yeah. No, not money. We mean your value as a person, how much you respect your own time. When you clearly value yourself, people see that. And they respect you too.
But, when you do not respect your own time, people learn that they can take your time.
Exactly. People just follow your lead.
There's a very real example of this. Imagine a friend who sends you text messages late at night.
Oh, that happens all the time.
Right. It is not an emergency and they just want to chat.
Yeah.
And you reply, even when you are half asleep in bed. You just want to be a nice friend.
Yeah, you want to be helpful. And, it makes you feel good to be needed.
It does. But by constantly replying late at night, you teach your friend that they can talk to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You accidentally teach them a bad rule.
Yes. And then, one night, you are just too tired. You wait 1 hour to reply because you really need to sleep.
And what happens? Your friend gets angry.
Exactly. The next day, they act like you did something wrong. They ask, why didn't you answer me?
Because they learn to expect you to always be there. You were just trying to be nice. But that kind of nice behavior slowly takes away your rest.
It steals your energy drop by drop. And suddenly, being a good friend feels like a very tiring job.
It does. But wait, I have a question. Isn't being helpful a good thing? I mean, we want to be nice people, right?
Yes, of course. Being helpful is wonderful. But think about an all-you-can-eat restaurant, a buffet.
Okay, a buffet. I love food, so I am listening.
So imagine you leave the door to the restaurant open all day and all night.
Yeah.
And you put a big sign outside that says free food.
Wow. Everyone would come inside.
Right. You cannot be surprised when you have no food left. If you give everyone your time and energy all day long, you will feel empty. You will be very tired.
That is a great example because, our energy is not endless. We only have a little bit of energy each day.
Exactly. So if we give away too much energy, how do we stop? How do we stop giving it all away without being a mean person?
That is where we talk about boundaries.
Boundaries. That is a great word. But some people think of boundaries like a wall.
Right. A wall is hard. A wall is scary. It completely shuts people out. But a boundary is not a wall. A boundary is a door.
A door. I love that. A door means you are still in control.
Yes. You can be warm, you can be friendly, you can open the door and invite people in, but, you also decide when to close the door.
You decide when you need to rest.
Exactly. And closing the door just means learning how to say no.
Oh, saying no is so hard for so many people.
It really is. But we have some very useful, easy English phrases for this, like, I can't today, but thank you for asking.
I can't today, but thank you for asking. That is very polite.
Yes. Or you can just say, I need to rest tonight.
I need to rest tonight. Those are short sentences.
Very short. And that is the secret. Do not give long explanations. Do not talk for 5 minutes about why you have to say no.
Oh, that is a trap, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we say no, we feel bad. So we start explaining, oh, I'm so sorry, I have to wash my clothes and I have a headache. And
Yes. We write a long story. We do that because we want the other person to still like us. We hope they say our excuse is good enough.
Right. But a short no is much better. You do not need to ask for permission to rest.
No, you do not.
Hmm.
But here is an interesting question. What happens when you finally close the door? What happens to the people who always ate at your free buffet?
Oh, I bet they get uncomfortable. They will probably be a little upset.
They will. They might say you were acting selfish because, well, things changed. They liked it when you always said yes.
So when they get upset, it makes us feel guilty. We feel like a bad person.
That happens sometimes. The guilt is very loud in your mind. But don't worry, the guilt does not mean you are wrong.
That is really important to hear.
It just means your mind is learning a new habit. Setting a boundary is not mean. It is just taking care of your health.
Taking care of your health, yes. But to keep that door closed when people knock, you have to believe you deserve to rest.
You really do. And that brings us to self-worth. How much you value yourself.
There is a very strong phrase for this, a mantra. My worth is not up for discussion.
My worth is not up for discussion. I feel stronger just saying it.
Me too. It means you have value just because you are a human being, even on a bad day, even when you are tired or make a mistake.
Yes, you do not have to be perfect to be important.
But, we often forget this. We look for other people to tell us we are good. We want our boss to say good job. We want our friends to like our photos online.
Oh, the internet makes this so hard. We wait for people to like us.
Relying on other people to make you feel good is dangerous.
Yeah.
It is like taking a remote control, like a TV remote, and giving it to a stranger.
Wow, giving a stranger the remote control to your feelings.
Exactly. You give them the remote, and if they press a button and say one bad thing, your whole day is ruined.
That is so true. One bad comment online and you feel terrible because they have the remote control.
Right. It is like you are renting your happiness from someone else.
Yeah.
And they can take it away at any time.
So we have to take the remote control back. We have to tell ourselves another useful phrase. I'm enough even while I am improving.
Let's repeat that one. I am enough even while I am improving.
It means you are a good person right now. Yes, you are still learning English. Yes, you are still learning how to live well. But you are enough today.
You do not have to wait until you are perfect to love yourself.
No, you do not. Because perfection is not real. You can just be yourself.
But sometimes being yourself is hard because we have to listen to the thoughts inside our own head.
Yes, and sometimes the voice inside our head is not very nice.
We have to pay attention to that. We have to notice what drains our energy.
Some things drain our energy very quickly, like reading bad news on our phone late at night.
Oh, scrolling on the phone at midnight? That is a big energy thief.
Or talking to someone who always complains. That makes you feel very tired.
But there is another habit that drains our energy. It is an internal habit, the sorry habit.
Oh, the sorry habit. This is a very common problem.
We apologize for everything. Sorry for talking. Sorry to ask a question. Sorry I am sitting here.
Yes. We say sorry before anyone even looks at us. We try to make ourselves very small.
Why do we do that? Why do we try to shrink ourselves and be small?
Well, we do it so people won't be annoyed with us. We think if we are small, no one will be angry.
But what happens when we try to stand up tall? When we stop saying sorry for no reason?
That is when the inner critic wakes up, the negative voice in your mind.
The inner critic. It is like a bully living in your brain.
Exactly. When you stand up tall, the bully says, "Who do you think you are? Sit back down." It uses fear to keep you small.
So how do we stop the bully? How do we stop the negative voice?
We do not fight it. If you yell at the bully, you just feel more stressed. Instead, you just ask it a simple question.
What is the question?
You ask, is this a fact or is this fear?
Is this a fact or is this fear? That is brilliant.
Yes, because fear is like fog. You know, when the weather is very cloudy and you cannot see the road?
Ah, fog. Yes, fog makes everything hard to see. Small problems look like huge monsters in the fog.
Exactly. But facts are like a flashlight.
A flashlight cuts right through the fog. It shows you the truth.
Yes. The flashlight shows you that a mistake is just a mistake. It is just information. It does not mean you are a bad person.
It just means you need to try again.
Right. So if we use the flashlight and we stop saying sorry for everything and we use our doors to protect our energy,
we suddenly have a lot of free space in our mind. We have peace.
And what do we fill that peace with? We fill it with joy, with
Yeah.
happiness.
Joy. Yes. We often think happiness is a luxury, like a rich dessert you only eat if you are perfect.
But joy is not a reward. Joy is part of a healthy life. We need it every day.
We delay our happiness. We look at perfect pictures on the internet and we think, my life is messy. I cannot be happy yet.
That is the comparison trap. We compare our real life to fake pictures.
And we think, when I get a better job, then I will be happy. Or when I lose weight, then I will be happy.
But that perfect future never comes. You have to find happiness right now, today, in your messy, beautiful life.
How do we do that? How do we find joy today?
By protecting your energy for small moments, like drinking a slow cup of coffee in the morning,
Oh, I love that. Just enjoying the coffee.
or sitting in a clean room, or just standing outside for 5 minutes and feeling the warm sunlight on your face.
No phones, no internet, just the sunlight.
Exactly. But to enjoy those small things, you have to protect your energy. You might have to step away from people who make you feel bad.
You don't have to fight with them. You can just quietly take a step back to find your peace.
Right. But Mark, let's be honest. We are human.
We are very human.
Yeah.
We will definitely make mistakes.
Yes. You might have a terrible week. You might forget your boundaries. You might say yes when you want to say no.
You might read bad news on your phone until 2 in the morning.
Exactly. So what do we do when we make a mistake and fall down?
We have to bounce back.
Yes, bouncing back. That means getting up again, but getting up quickly and kindly.
You keep the lesson, but you put down the shame.
Keep the lesson, put down the shame. I love that.
It is hard to do. But you practice by celebrating very small wins.
Like maybe today was a bad day, but you drank a glass of water. That is a win.
Or you answered one difficult email. That is a win too.
You build your confidence back, brick by brick. And the most important part of bouncing back is forgiveness.
Forgiving yourself.
Yes. Carrying old guilt is like carrying a heavy backpack full of rocks.
A backpack full of rocks. Wow, if you wear it every day, you forget it is there. But it makes walking so hard.
It does. Forgiving yourself means taking off the heavy backpack. You just look at yourself and say, I am human, I made a mistake, but I am learning. I choose to let this pain go.
You give yourself a fresh start. You deserve a fresh start.
Yes, you do. It actually relaxes your body and lets you move forward.
This has been such a wonderful conversation today. So much good advice for loving ourselves.
It is a practice. You do it a little bit every day.
Now, let's do a quick review. This is very important for our listeners to remember the simple English phrases we learned today.
That is a great idea. I will say the phrase, and let's have the listeners repeat it in their minds.
Perfect. Let's review.
First phrase to set a boundary. I can't today, but thank you for asking.
I can't today, but thank you for asking.
Good. Next, a shorter boundary. I need to rest tonight.
I need to rest tonight.
Next, our phrase for self-worth. My worth is not up for discussion.
My worth is not up for discussion.
And finally, our phrase for accepting ourselves. I am enough even while I am improving.
I'm enough even while I am improving.
Wonderful. You can use these phrases every single day.
Yes, practice them in the mirror. They will help you protect your energy. Remember, you do not have to change your whole life in one day.
No, just do one small thing today. Close one door to protect your rest. Or stop saying sorry for one small thing.
Just one small step to feeling like yourself again.
Before we finish today, I want to leave you with one interesting question to think about.
Oh, I love these questions. What is it?
Think about your absolute best friend in the world. How do you treat them? You are probably very kind to them, right?
Right. I am very nice to my best friend.
So imagine you must treat yourself exactly the same way you treat your best friend for the next 24 hours. What is the very first thing you would have to stop doing to yourself?
Oh, wow. That is a powerful question. I would probably have to stop calling myself lazy when I'm tired.
Exactly. Be your own best friend today.
Oh, before we go, we just want to say thank you to our amazing listeners. We truly appreciate your support.
Yes, thank you for spending your morning with us. We love reading your messages.
Tell us in the comments, what is one boundary you want to set today? How will you protect your peace?
Please share your answers with us. And don't forget to subscribe for more easy and fun English lessons.
Give this video a like if it helped you feel a little better today. And share it with someone who wants to improve their English, or maybe just someone who needs a warm hug today.
Yes, share the kindness. You can watch more full practice videos on our channel.
Until next time, keep practicing, protect your energy, and enjoy your morning.
Bye for now. Be fiercely kind to yourself today.
Goodbye, everyone.